Hello, Brother Monroe here. Welcome back to Ultimate Naval Dreadnoughts, where we're kicking off with a battle between two destroyers. Well, two destroyers and a destroyer and a torpedo boat. But I think this might be a ghost battle, so I'm going to wait and see if we get any contact, and then I'll be back with you. Enemy in sight. Makes a nice change. Bunch of torpedoes all over the place, but I think we're okay. Yep. Whether we get any actual hits at all, who knows? Go for the torpedo boat. Isn't early game combat fascinating? So I have Discord open when I'm recording. I think Discord is so hard to actually quit it on Windows. It's ridiculous. It's like, I just want... No, stop it. Shut up. I'll fix that in between... recording. Damn. Well, we got the torpedo boat in return. Hey, hey! Exploding torpedo boat. Whee! Splash. Come on, give me a flooding hit. Yeah, there we go. Engine damage. They're about to have a torpedo loaded. Ah, no, they sank. Well, good work by the two destroyers there. I'm going to go and nuke Discord, and I will see you back on the map. Right. Here we go. So the Z1-16 has found another Omni Carabine class torpedo boat guarding 4 transports. Again, these... I apologise in advance if you're like, why are we just getting like tiny little destroyer versus torpedo boat versus convoy battles? It's kind of the way that wars go in Dreadnoughts. You get usually 1 or 2 big battles early on, and then it calms down into this kind of more kind of minor scraps, and you kind of have these cycles of action and then little scrappy fights, then action again, and then little scrappy fights. I'm going to try and do my best to make them fun and entertaining. I will time-lapse stuff where I need to. Those look like armed transports, so this might just be a total wash anyway. Let's see if we can get a torpedo into that one. Basically, with the way the range found bonus works, if they get the range found bonus before I do, then they'll stack enough damage on this little destroyer that I'll have to disengage. Whereas I have to do it 4 times. If that makes any sense. So the numbers work in their favour. Which is kind of cool, eh? I mean, yes, it's a bit gamey. But as well, it also means that there's safety in numbers for transports early on in the game, if they have guns. In that a single destroyer like this is going to find it difficult to do enough damage quickly enough to take them out. And that's, by the way, if you're going, slow down! No, because I will die, because they will hit me. And then once they hit me, they'll get a range found bonus, and then of like 1,000%. And then they'll just obliterate me. Just waiting to turn. Still got a decent chance to hit. Just waiting until that drops before I try and do a maneuver. Because we might be able to sink the Victor. Yeah. Yeah. Torpedo is probably excessive. Should fire that a bit longer. No sign of the of Omni's torpedo boat. Thank you, Omni, by the way, for sending that design in again. One of the things, and this is not a criticism of you, Omni, is that you might design a really good ship, and I think Omni has designed a pretty nasty little torpedo boat. But you've got to think how the AI will handle your ship. So that's a super fast torpedo boat with a ton of torpedoes. Could be potentially really nasty, especially in the hands of a player. Like, swarm me with a bunch of those, and not much I'm going to be able to do about it. But the AI, if it just runs away and they never see combat, and they're trying to protect a convoy, and they just use that high speed to go home for a glass of wine and a rest, you know, doesn't help. Down goes the plonger. And, yeah, end the battle. Goodbye, little torpedo boat. Never even saw you. 4 transports sunk. Very good. We've got another convoy battle, which we should have a look at. And I'll load that up and see you there. Here we are. It's against transports, so it depends whether they're armed or not. And how far away we spawn. So I'm going to load the battle up, and I'll see you back when I've caught up to the transports. Here we are. The Z1-3 has successfully encountered the transports, and they appear to be unarmed. So I'm just going to time-lapse the rest of this, I'll try and keep the camera movements nice and steady for you, but no sign of the escorts. See you in a minute. I tell a lie. There's an escort ship. Okay, so we might have to be a little bit more hands-on than I was originally thinking. Maybe I summoned it by saying I was going to put this on a time lapse. Anyway, I've slowed the Z1-3 down to 19 knots. It's a little bit risky with an enemy ship around about, but it does mean that we should be able to comfortably destroy the transports. They're hiding in a smoke screen at the moment. Well, we need some flooding hits. There we go. I'm going to surrender. Yep. Destroyer appears briefly. Just doesn't seem particularly interested in doing very much. I really wish we could. One thing that has been requested a lot is I understand why the game slows down the time acceleration. It makes perfect sense, but I think players should have like the option to increase it again if they want. So like reduce it automatically, but then make me have to do something like I click on ×5 and it's like, are you sure? Yes, or something like that, because yeah. I could easily be playing this on ×5 right now. Right, 3 transports to go. What's the Sumaya doing? I feel like I've seen the Sumaya name before. Have I sunk you already? Have I killed you before? Or have you just never gotten close enough for me to take you out? Oh, torpedo. Right. a surrender. I'm going to miss with it. How do you miss a transport with a torpedo? It's ridiculous. Right, you can slow down a bit. Oh, good job that was a dud, because they surrendered right as it was about to hit them. Accidentally avoided doing a war crime. Yay us. Come on, don't make me have to go back to deal with you. Now, let's see if we can get the Sumaya as well, because she's right there. She's fast enough to get away from us, if she wants to. Just on the off chance that we're able to get a hit. Yeah, she's doing full speed. And running. 0.6%. Just end. I know that looks like ridiculously close. Oh, she's right there. No. I'll take the transport kills. And that's that. I'm going to head back to the map. And we're going to have a look at the political situation. Okay. So, for some reason, Britain is starting to like us. We can't have that. Just no. So I'm going to piss them off on purpose. So France, Soviet Union, Japan, maybe Spain. France, yeah, we've kind of beaten them down a little bit. We definitely outnumber them in battleships quite significantly. 236,000 tons to our 400 and something. So we're definitely larger than France. That's good. Soviet Union have really been knocked down. Have no battleships left. That's fantastic. Spain has 6. So they could actually be a little bit of a thorny problem, but they're only at 140,000 tons total. They're a little bit pissed off with me trying to blockade France, I think. Our fleet here, led by the Imperator, is on the way. Hopefully we will be able to take Corsica. That would be nice. And then blockade mainland France. And if we do that, potentially the fleet that invades Corsica, if it succeeds, should be able to take Tunisia and northern Algeria as well, because they're in the same sea region. Really, then we just need the army to get on attacking the other African colonies of France. And that's the plan. Right, I'm going to end the turn and see what we get. Here we are in the next turn. And I did want to pause on this. We've got the Mark IV 3-inch gun. Now, this is really nice to see. And I'm glad I waited on the refit of the Z1s now. Because that means that the Z2s, which are still building. Yeah, here they are, 4 months away. Okay, do we have anything that is suspended? I don't think so. We have some spare building capacity now. That's good too. But the Z2s, once they are ready, 4 months, I will refit all of the Z1s. It would be nice if we had a new cruiser on the way, but We haven't had a new light cruiser hull in a while. We have a convoy battle. I don't think it's a super interesting one. No, it's not. The Sumai, again. Yeah, it's just the same ship. So, yeah, that's the plan. To get to the stage where we can do that. How are the offensives going? 35, 29. Not bad. And this one, 42. Okay, so we do want to keep the war going with the Soviet Union as much as possible. This one should fail. That one should fail. That one should fail. That one's not against us. Because France, their army logistics is 97, which is not bad. But ours is 100. So, our ship's here. Yeah, get your arse in gear. Oh, is there a reason you can't move there? Oh, because there's a Soviet Union destroyer blocking the Strait of Gibraltar. Right, go and deal with that. I was wondering why they weren't moving. That's probably it. Right, I'll deal with this. I'll load up. Let's see if we can get close enough to the transports. And actually, do you know what? I'll probably skip this entire battle because it's basically repeat the battle we just saw, unless the transports are armed or the Kashiwara, or the Sumai actually makes an appearance. Here we are. The Handlestern bumped into a transport at one point, but otherwise pretty minor. Never even saw the escorts, and yep, sunk all the transports, which you've seen a lot of lately, so hopefully you don't mind too much if I just cut that out. Okay, I guess I'm going to click to the next turn, see if we can push our way past this little destroyer that really should not be able to block battleships. But minor gripes about mission generation in the campaign aside, let's see what happens in the next turn. Welcome back. It's now November. The Russian destroyer obviously tried to generate, or we tried to generate a mission and they ran away because they're not there anymore. I'm going to have the fleet head straight for Corsica. We should be... I don't think we can launch the invasion yet. No, we can't. I think this is enough. This must be 100,000 tons, right? Might not be, you know. Might have to send... another battleship down there. Sure. Got a spare one? Yeah, we've got a spare. Maybe some from Kiel. Get them on the go, actually. We'll send the Lothringen. She's the biggest. Oh, and the Thronfolger. They probably should have an escort, but never mind. Just send it. And we have the Kashiwara and the Sumai again. Again, I'm just going to skip that whole battle because it should just be... It's either going to be me sinking 7 transports or it's going to be sinking nothing. I'll just skip it. See you in a minute. Welcome back. I did sink those transports, by the way. I just went on to the next turn. This is a bit weird. The enemy is threatening Lerwick, but we have nothing to defend it. We do. We have a destroyer there, so I guess I'm just losing transports. That's a bit weird. I'll maybe deploy a light cruiser up there. Yeah, there's a destroyer right there. We should have one lying around there. There it is. Light cruisers. Oh no, they don't fit. I'll send another destroyer up there then. Yeah, it's just, they don't have that much up here. And I have power projection in the North Sea, so that seems a little bit weird. I have seen people saying on the forums that weird stuff happens around there. Right, no, I still don't have the naval invasion. Yeah, I must need more tonnage, so yeah, those ships should arrive soon. Okay, that's just an auto-resolver. And this might as well be an auto-resolver. Again, I'm going to do this off camera and go on to the next turn. You can just assume that we're sinking the 12 transports. There we go. Remember not to click the button too early this time. There we go. Sunk them all. Right. I guess I'm just ending the turn then. Yeah. But see you in a minute. Right, we found the Kashiwara again. We should be able to catch her, but it's very likely this will be a ghost battle. I'll see if I can catch up to her, because it would be nice to take her out after the fact that she's just disappeared from so many convoy defense duties. But we'll see what happens. 'Twas indeed a ghost battle. How very disappointing. Splat. Okay. Okay. Yes. Good. Oh, wow. Britain failed to take Arabia. That's funny. Yes! Go Ireland! France failing. That's also good for us. I've got 2 convoy battles. Oh, that one could be interesting. If they stay to deal with it. It's both against Russia. Bit of a revenge for earlier. That's good. We should now have the ability to invade Corsica. Yes, we can. Yes, please. Oh, is Tunisia central med? Okay, well, we can take northern Algeria then. And then if we're moving some of the fleet down to the central med, we can then take Tunisia and Cyrenaica. Right. Yes, good. We don't have... They must have some ships in the Western Med somewhere. It says they have power projection. Must be this fleet right here. So if when I start the invasion, that should trigger this fleet to come and attack us, and then we sink it, and then we'll blockade France. Haha. Cunning ploy. Right. The other thing... Oh, no, we're still building. How long? Are we waiting for those? A month. Okay. The GK2s, though, are pretty much coming online. They are commissioning up. They should be ready next month, which means the GK1s can be retired, which is good. But looks like they're getting a little bit of a last outing. I'll head into this. We'll close in, and we'll see what we can see. Enemy in sight. It's a nice little ship. Bit of a weird arrangement here. I think I would prefer that little dual gun there. But it could be the AI refitting a design and messing with it. And we have also spotted the transports, which are unarmed. Perfect. Does this thing have torpedoes? Yeah, it does. Okay. No easy way to kill it in that case. Whoa! Hello. Those are... Yeah, they're going to miss. That was an unexpected surprise from that low on fuel destroyer. Let's see if we can take them out. The counter torpedo. Bosh! Very nice. Nope, transports are armed. Okay, well, that makes things a little bit more complicated. We do have an armoured cruiser. That should be able to deal with them. Okay, destroyer down. Very good. So yeah, destroyers in particular not able to tangle with them. They can kind of try and annoy the heavy cruiser and the light cruiser a little bit. None of them have torpedoes loaded, if you're wondering why I'm not just charging in for a torpedo strike. Fightoy Jacky actually taking a few hits, interestingly. See if we can take out the Admiral Kornilov. Zed 1-17 taking a lot of damage there. So is the Zed 1-12. Actually, you have a torpedo. Back you come. Back you come. Back you come. Fuck. That's what I was worried about. Whoa. Whoa. Skin of her teeth. Counter torpedo out from the heavy. Handle slammer. Avoid off. Yep. Eat the torpedo. Oh, I was going for a ram. Missed. Getting pretty chaotic. Oh, torpedo. Beautiful. And a ram. And all sorts going on. Oh my word. Okay, they lose their heavy cruiser. Lovely. Order all the destroyers to leave. Is that all of the escorts dead? It might be. Well, I guess we can work over the rest of the transports as best we can. Now that you're a little bit more organised destroyers, you can head back. very, very slow. But we are getting there. Kill off the lead ships. That'd be good. I'm gonna time-lapse the rest of this. Okay, there we go. Good job, everybody. Right, let's load up the second one. Here we are. It's the Kreuzer in Augusta. This is going to be possibly a ghost battle, possibly me just killing 2 transports. So I'll either see you when I spot the light cruiser or when the battle's finished. Well, for once, we've actually started very close to the convoy and the escort, which is nice. So our little bath toy gets a chance to show what it's made of before it gets retired. Now, I might mothball the GK1s and try and flog them, like sell them to third parties. That seems a more efficient way of doing it. The other thing I thought about is taking any that have flaws and just outright scrapping them. Mothballing the ones that don't have flaws for selling / reduced duties. Because I'm not sure if... I haven't mothballed a ship in ages. So I can't remember if the... not a bug, but... the issue where if you have the add crew button selected and you... oh, dud. Of course it was a dud. And you mothball a ship, then it'll automatically try and recrew the ship. Oh, 8-inch shell right through the mid-belt. Screw you, buddy. Have some more. Gone. Alright. Should be relatively straightforward to take out the transports now. Yeah. That's the plan. So any that are flawed will be scrapped. And any that are not flawed will go into mothballs for selling. And I'll put them on limited. If they get reactivated, I'll just leave them around on limited for a little bit. And then I'll get rid of them when the war ends, basically. And I'm going to get the Z1s refitted next turn. That should be a significant lethality upgrade for them. Going from Mark II to Mark IV guns. So the GK1s have actually done better than I thought they would. Very much a stopgap measure. these ships. But yeah, they've done a lot better than I originally thought they would, which is really nice. So I think in recognition of that, it'd be nice to see if we can keep them around in some form. And the last transport is down. Lovely. Right, I'm going to head back to the map. I'm going to end the turn, and I'm going to see you in the next one, and then we'll start doing some fleet management. Welcome to February. Naval invasion has begun. We've got a 79% chance to succeed, which will be partly because of these fleets here, which I'm kind of hoping will get pulled in. I'm just moving the fleet round to Saint Florent. I thought it would be on Bonifacio, but it's not. We've got a convoy battle, which is super minor. I'll do that probably off camera and let you know how it goes. But yes, we need to get into the fleet. So we're going to go look by class. So GK1s. The Princess Wilhelm is at sea in the English Channel. Oh, of course, some of them will be in the blockade fleet. So I'm just going to move those home, if there are any. One of them is the Herzog. She can move to the letter. Okay, but ignoring those ones that are at sea. So Kaiserin, Augusta, you're overweight. Scrap. Prince Heinrich, defective, scrap. Kaiser Friedrich III, defective, also scrap. Victoria Lees, scrap. Princess in Alexandrine, defective, so we can scrap you. Louise, also scrap. This one, however, is perfect. And is over in West Africa, so we're going to leave her as is for now. I'm going to put her on in being, though. These three, the Kronprinz Wilhelm can be kept. So can the Herzog, but the Princess Wilhelm... Princess Wilhelm? That's a bit of a weird name. Never even noticed that. This one will also be scrapped when they get home, because the GK2s are, well, not completely ready, but are almost ready. The one that's in Bremen, I'm going to move out to the Channel Fleet, along with a destroyer. Oh, they're still commissioning. That's fine. What we'll do then is we'll hop into the Z1s, open up the refit mode, and get these guys upgraded. Nope, but we can swap them to geared turbines. That'll be a big help. We can get them an auxiliary engine and a propeller shaft, electrohydro steering. We might as well upgrade a whole bunch of their stuff while they're in. Group 2, very nice. Base fuse, cap 2, cap ballistic. Gun cotton we can swap out for TNT. And ballast light we can swap for cordite. We can get them electrohydro turrets. We can upgrade their torpedo size. And the rangefinders, give them a radio, and we can give them advanced mine layers. Even late into the campaign, a mine laying ship is pretty useful. We still have spare displacement on these bad boys. What's your flash fire chance? 2.6. Make them spacious and give them extra coal. There we go. Yeah, they're picking up an half-weight offset because of all this, but it's fine. We don't have twins yet. But, oh yeah, I should change the length of the guns. 3-inch 43s. Let's make them 45s. Very nice. Little upgrade there. For some reason it only takes a month. Okay. Seems like a lot of upgrades for a month, but sure. I'll take it. Save design. And I'll do all that. I'll do that convoy battle, and I'll let you know how it goes. Transport sunk. Never saw the torpedo boat, and it should mean that we can now refit the Z1-16. So, yes. Lots of refitting on the go. Z2 should be on the go very soon. We've got a few more of the GK2s on the way as well. I'm going to head into the next turn just to see what we get, and I'll be back with you in a moment. Right, I actually did 2 turns because March basically had nothing happening. There was an ambush which I skipped, and there's a few other things I skipped. But now we're in April, and we should find out whether we've managed to take Corsica. In fact, I can see down the bottom that I think we might have. But before that, the Pamiat Azova has run into the SS1, the Schwarzer Adler, along with the GK2, the Stahlkrieger. So our first chance to try out the GK2s. Very exciting indeed. The GK1s, all the defective ones have been scrapped. There were 3 remaining. 2 of which have been mothballed. And 1, which was the Herzog something or other, have been sent to... it's in Malta. And it's just on in-being. I'm going to see if we get any sales of the GK1s. If we do, then, you know, we'll keep them around as to sell. But otherwise, not going to bother too much. Yeah, they look good. I like these GK2s. Proper nasty looking thing. Comes the enemy. Try and screen them off. That's a proper armoured cruiser, though. Look at that. Much nicer. Tin 8-inch guns. Lovely. No hits yet, of course. Got a Z2 as well, which is nice to see. Z2 Z1-20 and the Z1-17. Plinking away, but you can see the improved accuracy. Means I can actually now stay at range with my destroyers. So if we find some transports, we can... we don't have to get stupidly close, so we might actually be able to take out the armed ones. Destroyer's actually doing a fair amount of chip damage to the Azova. So much so that I think they're running. Pretty crazy if true, but they might be. Oh my god, we sank her. I was not expecting that. That is ridiculous. I was with 5-inch guns, just poked a bunch of holes, and it sank. Standard bulkheads? Still. Oh, nice shot. That's what I like to see. Down. Well, that was simpler than I was expecting. Curious to have a look here. Yeah, I took hardly any damage. That is a tiny amount of damage to take and still sink. Does it not have watertight doors? I didn't... well, no one has watertight doors, but didn't have the reinforced bulkheads one or something? Oh, well, I didn't actually... I don't know if that's accurate, the little big cadets, because it reverts to cadets when it sinks, but... Ouch, that was a tiny amount of damage. From tiny little guns, and it sank. That's not a good sign for the Russians. Right, let's see how Corsica went. Huzzah! We have taken Corsica. Perfect. Britain's got a bit of a rebellion problem on their hands. Can't imagine why. Actually, I do know exactly why. Because they lost the war, so their unrest is high. So just a bunch of stuff's going to happen. We're going to move the fleet south towards Mers el Kabir. And we are going to authorize an invasion of northern Algeria. France is going to let me take territory, then I'm going to blooming well do it. Do we have any spare destroyers hanging around? Yeah, it's like 4 there. Move those over. There's again a destroyer blocking the straits, but cross that bridge when we come to it. And there's a convoy battle, which I'm going to do off camera and let you know the result of. Back in a moment. There we go. All the transports surrendered. The improved Z1s I'm very happy with. Longer range on their guns and more accuracy means we can actually take on armed transports. These transports had a 4.2-inch gun, and also the range on their torpedoes is much bigger now. It's like 4 kilometers or something instead of 1. So should be all round better. Anyway, I think somehow this has ended up being quite a long episode, even though I don't think too much has happened. But we did take Corsica, which is the main thing. And thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you again soon for some more Ultimate Admiral Dreadnoughts. Bye for now.